Today is Saturday morning and it pissed rain all night, but stayed warm in the tent. That's pretty good. The weather forecast, I don't know what's gonna happen today. The clouds are pretty dark and gotta go have a shower. I just had a dump in an outhouse that had a bird's nest in it and it was covered in spiders. That was quite the experience. And I wonder what the showers are gonna bring. But anyways, we're just making some coffee on the percolator and gonna barbecue up some fucking bacon. And then we're gonna go get showered and headed to Barkerville for the day. Check shit out. But we can't start the day unless we have some coffee first. Alright, we just got to the Barkerville town site. We're gonna visit the historical town. So I'm gonna leave my video at that. Got my rain jacket on because don't know how the weather's gonna play out, but I'll talk to you guys later. Today's Sunday and we're just gonna get packed up and head home, but if you're ever out in Barkerville and you camp at the Forest Rose campground, campsite number 45 is the campsite you want because it gives you easy access down to the creek bed to do some gold panning. Beautiful day out today. Of course it's gonna be a beautiful day out today that you pack up and leave, not the 2 days that you were here. But while we're gonna take I'm not sure what we're gonna see on the way home. Nothing planned, we're just gonna wing it. We gotta do the drive home in 2 days, so we're gonna start getting packed up and ready to head out. Last year at this exact same time, I was in Dawson City, Yukon, and this year I'm in Barkerville, BC. Both are big historical gold towns. And once again, on the Sunday, we're packing up and we're shipping out and we're heading somewhere else, except last year I was heading up to Dempster to the Arctic Circle, and today we're just heading her back down the Caribou Trail and maybe check out some stuff along the way. We just drove from Barkerville to Quesnel and had to stop and check emails and everything else because we were without cell phone coverage for 2 days. So now we're back in civilization. We got a long ways to go to travel home, so we're gonna hop back on the highway, and I don't know how far we're gonna get today, but we're just gonna drive and see what happens. Oh, that is fucking gross. We've been on the road for about 4 hours on our way to Kamloops, but we pulled over here to use the pisser. I just want to show you one of these beautiful mountain lakes over here, and you probably can't see, but right where my finger is, looks like an island out there. I mean, there's cottages along the lake. This would be beautiful here. This is pretty amazing. We just got to Sicamous and checked into our hotel room, and we decided to stop into D. Dutchman's Dairy for an ice cream. Since I'm staying out here for the night, I had to get a shot of this because this is absolutely beautiful. The mountain lakes out here, people have houseboats. It would be nice to have a place right on the actual lake, and it goes all the way through and around the cove and opens up, and it's unbelievable. Yeah, the scenery here is just unreal. We're still about 5 hours from home, but decided to pack it in here for the night. Otherwise I'd be home about midnight. But I just wanted to come out here, check it out. We're gonna go out to a pub and grab something to eat. But I definitely needed to drive out here and check it out for myself. Here's a better shot of the lake. Down just off the shoreline, off the road. Man, it's absolutely beautiful here. Looks like summer came out here and had a little fire. So we are at Merrill Lake. Elevation 346 meters above sea level. Nice clear water. Yeah, the weather out here in Canada can get pretty crazy. Like this morning, we were sleeping in our tent It was like sub-zero temperatures, probably at least about -3, -4 degrees. It was so cold I had to put my toque on. You could see your breath in the tent. And now that we drove for 7 hours going home, we're in Sicamous, BC, southern BC, and it's like almost plus 30 degrees when it was almost pretty much 0 this morning. So we're gonna go to a place called the Roadhouse. It's a pub, just walking distance. Go have a few drinks. When I was at the ice cream shop, I picked up these two. This is the horseradish cheddar and chili and jalapeno peppers cheese as well. It should be pretty good. We just finished eating at the Roadhouse in Sicamous. It was good food, real good food, real good beer. I'm telling you, after being in the bush for 3 days, camping in sub-zero temperatures, it's gonna be nice having a hotel room and a bed.
There's a tomato.
And we're gonna stop at the brewery tomorrow in Revelstoke because that's the kind of beer I had tonight, so I'm gonna stop and pick up some of that. But Elise was a little bit nervous this morning camping because like 4 o'clock in the morning, we had our empty bottles on the picnic table, and all of a sudden they started being rustled around, started following. And there was 5 bears in the area, and she thought a bear was in her campsite. I was a little bit nervous too, but she had to take a piss really bad, and she was scared that she didn't want to get outside. But it turned out it was just a raven that was picking around at the bottles, but it gave us a little scare because we were the only people camping in the campsite, so you never know, right? All right, today's the last day of our journey, and Elise said I should stop and smell the roses from time to time instead of being in a rush. I said, fuck, we're gonna pull over and check this out. We are at the historical site of the last spike when they built the railroad in east met west back in 1885, November 7th. So I'm gonna go check out where the railroad met. And Elise didn't sleep too well last night because she was thought that some girl was getting murdered last night in the room, because we got up like, I don't know, midnight, and some woman was like screaming, and Elise thought she was getting murdered, but I didn't hear her body fall on the ground or cops come. So what do you think?
She's dead in someone's trunk.
Well, she claims that she's dead, but we'll see. What you see behind me, that monument, was where the last bike was driven. Nothing too exciting. And of course the famous picture . This is the part I hate. Probably for the last 300 kilometers, nothing but construction, construction, construction. It's fucking sucking balls. Holy fuck. So this is my score of stuff for my vacation I picked up. Got some India Pale Ale, Nasty Habit, and some Begabee Cream Ale from Begabee Brewing Company, Revelstoke, BC. And I got some lager in this Barkerville Brewing Company bottle, 946 mils, and I also got 5 bottles of 18 karat amber ale. Picked up some pay dirt for my buddy Dave, picked up a metal gold pan, a couple of shirts, video about the place, and I picked up this. It is, you get it all the package. Here is a surveyor's compass. It's got the mirror, everything for your sights and stuff. I like these kind of things, so I picked it up. It was pretty cheap, only like 60 bucks. But I tell you, 2 days of hard driving to get there and 2 days of hard driving to get back is a lot of time on the road. So I'm pretty glad to be home, pretty exhausted. The drive home was making me angry because there's so much construction, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna end my trip right there on the Barkerville adventure. If you have any questions or comments, post them below, and stay tuned to this channel, and you're gonna see all the little adventures that I go on and stuff, and I will post them. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.